Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. High noon is here, and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Nebraska is looking for that season to get over the hump. Matt Rule has done a good job there in Nebraska, but at 7-6 last year, a disappointing end to the season. Not only that, they lost their quarterback in the transfer portal. We'll see if the Cornhuskers can get back to national relevance with a stronger finish to the season this year. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Huskers will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
And guys, we just know it. We kind of laugh about it. When we talk about this team, you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. In this offense, they found a great one. Not surprised.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
But the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Beck. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Cornhuskers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Ja'Cory Barney Jr. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that can be frustrating for a defense sometimes, man. You get the stop, you force the punt, and then your offense gives it right back. It's frustrating, but you got to be able to handle those ebbs and flows, the roller coaster ride. When your offense puts you in a bad spot like they did here, you have to be able to answer.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Using his legs, it's Hansen. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Off the play fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Looking for blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a ready.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Huskers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some just steamrolling the defense. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Beck. Got his man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
To the tight end. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hansen. No sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Inside the 25. They get him corralled, but but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. And it's incomplete on third down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The run inside. It's Hansen. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here comes the offense on second down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. The play action fake. He's got the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To throw, it's Beck. Gets it to the back. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running inside, it's Hansen. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Keep it on the ground. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on target this time. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Ives. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Huskers will hustle to the line.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to barrel in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Beck. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Got him downfield. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Huskers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Rock, rock, rock. Go, go.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Here we go. Ready, go, go.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds his man. It's Barney. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Touchdown, Husker! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The run inside. It's Hansen. Breaks into the open. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game. So I expect them to come out here, light it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well.
Look at that toughness just running through everybody.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Calandria. Makes the catch. It's Ives. Give him a pickup of 2. Now 2nd and 8.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Makes the grab. Jukes his way from home. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The Huskers with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Nebraska! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Pulled and fired complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Some misdirection with the counter. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Just a short pass to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Runs through a tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Back to throw. It's Calandria. The short hands. It's Hunter. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Let it go!
Running inside. It's Ives. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter.
Go, go!
To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Barney. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Huskers in a good spot here with second and short. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. That's caught. It's Barney. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nelson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Heaves it on the run. Makes the grab on the right. Finds some room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Penn State with the response.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Now they'll try to get the two and make it a 3-point game late. They'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. He gets it in for the two, and now a field goal with time. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline. There is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys?
Holly, thank you. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Might be calling a hot route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes a connection. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Barney. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Barney. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The Cornhuskers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. The Cornhuskers punch back.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, here on the Penn State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push, going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline. The team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40.
Ready, set, 28, 29 bells. 28, 29 bells. Ready, go.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Nelson. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
14. 14. Check. 95, 96 bridge. 95, 96 bridge. Go.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. Looking down the middle. It's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. quickly to the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Nebraska! Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop them. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Beck. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. And back to the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.